today's live stream. Good morning if it's morning for you, good evening, good afternoon, and Merry Christmas if it's already the 25th, and if not, then Merry Christmas Eve. So as you can see, I'm trying to be a little festive today with this little headband. And does anyone know what this animal would be called in English? You can type it in the chat if you know, but basically I am a reindeer for today. And in case those of you who have not seen me on live stream before, my name is Daphne. And today the live stream will be about how to write Christmas messages in English for those of you who celebrate Christmas. And if not, there's some holiday messages as well. And, ooh, nice to see more people tuning in from China. Awesome. Yes, reindeer, exactly. That is what this is. We have more people joining. Yes, Merry Christmas and soon to be Happy New Year as well. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. So basically today's live stream will be about Christmas messages. So during this holiday season, many people celebrate Christmas, and maybe you'll write cards or emails, right? So in the US, maybe whether it might be a card, an email, a text, words and grammar do matter because they show politeness, cultural awareness, warmth. And this lesson today, you will learn some of the more common Christmas greetings, how to write wishes, holiday greetings, which types of verb tenses that you should use for family updates, how to sign off properly and politely, and just some inclusive tips for using the language and writing a holiday message. But before we get into the lesson, don't forget to go into the description and click the link. There you'll find your free core words ebook. So there's 2,000 core words. This can help you become more fluent, speak like a native. You can study on your commute, in your free time. It's completely free. All you have to do is click that link in the description, and that will bring you to your free core words ebook, our Christmas present to you. Okay, so let's look at some openers to start with when you are writing emails for Christmas or the holiday season, or texts, or if you're writing a card to a loved one or a friend. So for any kind of greeting, whether it be Dear Anna or even Hello Anna, Hi Anna, you should put a comma after the person's name. So like, so, Dear Anna, and then comma. So you can also, if maybe you're closer and it's less formal, replace the dear with something like, Hi Anna, Hello Anna, or Good morning Anna. Some other informal ways to just greet somebody, maybe if it's a quick text, you don't need to necessarily say dear, but you can just start off with something like Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. Or if you know that they celebrate other specific holidays like Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, you could say Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. So depends on how well you know the person, and that will dictate how polite you want to be, how friendly your tone should be. So dear generally is used for more formal cards or letters. For example, maybe if you're writing to a colleague or a manager or maybe even a client, you would use dear. You can use hi for friends and family. So if you're just sending a text or texting or writing an email to a relative, then hi is fine. Hello is okay as well. And Like I said earlier, you can also have a standalone greeting, just a short message of Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, wishing you a lovely Christmas, something like that is fine. Yes, so thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have questions, please type those into the chat. You can also comment what you guys say in maybe your language. That would be cool. And let's move to the next slide. So here's a short conversation. Starting off with, "Hi, Sarah, Merry Christmas." And then the response is, "Hi, Merry Christmas to you too." So this is very quick and simple. And as you can see, they're probably on a more casual, close relationship, hence the hi instead of dear. But maybe if you were writing to a business partner or a colleague or a client, you might say, "Dear Sarah, wishing you a Merry Christmas." And then they might respond with, "Dear yada yada, wishing you a Merry Christmas as well," or "Happy Holidays," something like that. And oh yes, don't forget to comment if you have any questions or if you want to just say hi. And please let me know where you all are from. So maybe it's not Christmas for you all yet. It's Christmas Eve for some of you, I believe, but soon to be Christmas. Okay, so now the next part is also very important, which is picking tenses. So you need to use the right tense for whatever message that you might want to write in your email, your text, your greeting card. So for example, we have these tenses on the board. First being past simple, and that is used for completed actions, so things that you have already done. Then we have a present perfect, which is for recent or relevant experiences. So maybe something that just happened but is still affecting you. So basically, these are some examples that we have. So these tenses change the meaning of what the sentence is. So when we use past simple, the tense moved. So we moved last year. That means at some point in last year, you moved. Here, present perfect, we have moved recently. So maybe it could be a week ago, a month ago, not too long ago, and you just moved, and it's still affecting you because you're still trying to adjust to the move. So that's the difference between these two tenses. And somebody asked a question, Xmas. So if you wanted to text somebody Xmas, that's fine. Generally, it is more casual and less formal. It's just an abbreviation for Christmas. And is it not aggressive for Christians? I'm not necessarily sure what Christians might think, but some Christians, I'm sure, will abbreviate Christmas to Xmas if it's a quick text or something. But maybe if you're writing a business email, it is better to type out the whole word Christmas. But Xmas is not wrong. Okay, so back to the tenses. We have on the board, we moved to Denver last summer. So this is something that happened specifically in the past. That's a completed action, and they have a specific time listed, last summer. So we moved to Denver last summer. We moved to Denver last October, something like that. Then we have this present perfect plus result. This is the response. Wow, have you settled in? So have you settled? So because maybe they moved, but it's still an adjustment period. So have you settled, or have you adjusted to your new home? Something like that, and that uses present perfect. And thank you for everyone wishing me a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. And yes, if you guys know any Christmas songs, feel free to type those in as well. it's the holiday season, so I'm sure Christmas songs are playing all over, all around. And if you missed it earlier on in the stream, if you go into the link in the description, you can click there and that will lead you to your free Core Words ebook with 2,000 core English words that you can study in your free time whenever you have some gap time. This will help you improve fluency, learn more words to speak like a native. And again, it's completely free, so go ahead and go into the description and click that link now and download your free Core Words ebook, our Christmas gift to you. So don't forget to check that out. Okay, so the next part of today's live stream will just be about holiday well wishes. So this is the body of your email, your greeting card, whatever it might be. There's plenty of ways and different messages that you can write depending on who you're writing to, or maybe what your relationship is with that person. So here are just some examples of different forms of well wishes. So first we have something that says, I hope you, and that's more personal and more direct. We also have something where you can start off with wishing you, and this is warm and short and maybe less personal. Then we have may you or may your. This is more formal and poetic. So these are all different ways that you can start off a greeting, well wishes, a message that you want to write in your card or type out in your email. And I see people actually commenting some songs that they know. Jingle Bells, yes, that's definitely one. Silent Night, yes, for sure. Santa Claus is Coming to Town, a big one. Yes, all great Christmas songs. So now here's an example of well wishes. So I hope you have a joyful holiday. Wishing you peace and joy. May your holidays be bright. So yes, if it's something more personal, maybe you can say, oh, I hope you and your family have a lovely holiday season, or I hope you and your family have a wonderful Christmas. You can say something like, wishing you love, laughter, and joy this Christmas season. Wishing you a warm Christmas filled with love, or wishing you a wonderful Christmas filled with warmth and love, something like that. So you can make many variations using I hope you, wishing you. And maybe something more formal is, may your holidays be bright, may your holiday season be filled with laughter and love, may your holidays be filled with love and warmth from friends, or may you have a wonderful Christmas season with family and friends. Somebody wrote, wishing you and your loved ones a season of sweet moments and laughter that echoes. Yes, that's very nice and very poetic. That would be something very nice to write in a card or type out in an email. Maybe if it is something more formal, so for a business client or a partnership of some kind, you could say, may your holiday season be filled with love and laughter, and I look forward to our continued partnership or collaboration. Something like that would be fine as well. Okay, so here are some more. So I hope you have a Merry Christmas. That's very direct. You can say, I hope you have a happy holiday. Or if you know that they celebrate Hanukkah, you can say, I hope you have a happy Hanukkah, or I hope you have a wonderful Hanukkah, or I hope you have a wonderful Kwanzaa, if you know that that's what they celebrate. So then we have, excuse me, my voice is sometimes leaving me. We have wishing you. So wishing you happiness, very simple. You can add more to that, wishing you happiness, love, joy, laughter, peace, warmth, anything you can think of, anything you'd like to wish somebody. Wishing you a wonderful holiday season, wishing you a holiday season filled with family and friends, wishing you a lovely Christmas with tons of wonderful food, whatever you want to say. So wishing you. Then the last one again, may you, may your. So may your holidays be restful. May your holidays be a continued season of joy and happiness. May you have a wonderful holiday season. May you get the rest that you deserve. Maybe if you know this person has been grinding and working hard all year. So these are all different messages and wishes that you can write to someone. And I see more people joining in. Great. Oh, someone is, let me see. Students use the expression, may I go to drink water, please? Oh, may I get a drink of water? So this is, yes, that's if you need to ask for permission in school. Yes, you would ask, may I go get a drink of water, or may I go to the bathroom? So that is actually the correct way to ask for permission. If you use the word can I go, colloquially in conversation, people will understand, but technically can means do you have the ability to. So that's actually not correct. So may I would be the correct way to go about it. So that is a good question. Maybe not Christmas related, but great question. Okay, so more examples. Very similar to what we've already gone through, but wishing you a very Merry Christmas. Thank you. I hope your Christmas is wonderful too. So this might be in a text. You can text your friends or maybe somebody you know, and then they would respond with something like this. So wishing you a very Merry Christmas or wishing you a happy holiday. Thank you. I hope your holiday is great as well. Thank you. I hope you also have a wonderful holiday. So then once you finish your main message, then you will close and sign off. So there's different ways that you can do that. Sometimes if it's a text, you don't necessarily need to write a type of closer or a sign off, but maybe if you're writing a Christmas card, a holiday greeting card, or an email, then that's where this will come in handy. So this is where a comma is also needed. So place a comma after informal closings. On the line after, that's where you write your name. So maybe if you're texting, it doesn't need to be that formal, so it doesn't matter as much the outline of how you type your text. But if you're writing a card or an email, this is where this is more important. So warm wishes, then you'll put a comma, and then below that is where you will write your name. So I would say warm wishes, Daphne. Or if maybe this is somebody close to you, a family member, with love, and then your name. Then we also have something more formal, sincerely. You can even say something like best wishes is fine too. Or you can say, if it's not just from you, but it's from you and other people, you could say with love from our family to yours, something like that. So it is important to choose a closing and a sign off to match your relationship with the person that you are writing the letter or the card or the email to. So depending on how formal it is, if your relationship is more formal, or if maybe this is somebody you're close to, then you can be more casual. And so for groups, it's also possible to sign off saying from all of us, or if writing for a family, then you can say the and then your last name with an S. So for example, maybe somebody's last name is Smith. So the Smiths, or with love from the Smiths. Or maybe your last name is Johnson, so the Johnsons, and that's where you add the S, the plural form. Or maybe best or warm wishes from the Johnsons, something like that. So here are some examples. First we have, hope you are having a happy holiday. Warm wishes, the Smiths. And you see right here, it's plural. So that's the family's last name. And then warm wishes to you as well. Sincerely, James. So you can sign directly with your name and sincerely. And let's see, any other comments? Oh, somebody's greeting from Nicaragua. Never been, but sounds like an amazing country. Yours truly, yes, that's another way that you could sign off. Maybe if you have a close relationship with that person, yours truly. Yes, so you can sign off that way as well. And sincerely is generally used for something more formal. So maybe in an email to somebody that you work with or have a partnership with, that would be good to use sincerely. But if it's something less formal, then you can just say, sometimes maybe let's just say you're writing to a loved one, even just love, comma, and then your name is okay as well. So maybe you're writing to your grandparents or you're writing a card to your best friend. You can sign and close off with even just the word love, comma. And just overall, there are many messages that you can write, many greetings for the season, and that's what we'll go over for this last part. So somebody asked earlier, Xmas, can you use that? So yes, that is just the abbreviated form of Christmas. So normally, yes, it does have a little dash here, but if you're just texting something very casual, you don't necessarily need that. That's fine just to have X and then M-A-S. But if maybe you're writing to a client or your boss or a manager, then that's where you might want to use something like Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, or Merry Christmas and wishing you a happy Christmas season, something like that. If you don't know whether they celebrate Christmas or a different holiday, you can say Happy Holidays, and that's just a more neutral, all-inclusive greeting. Sometimes you might see this on cards. It says Season's Greetings. That's another way that you can greet somebody in a card. Have a happy new year. So given that Christmas is so close to the new year, many people will combine the two and say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, or have a happy new year, or wishing you a wonderful new year. And then happy whatever the holiday is. So again, not everybody celebrates Christmas. Maybe they celebrate Kwanzaa. Maybe they celebrate Hanukkah. So you can say Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. I don't know if there are any holidays besides Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. I don't know of them, but I'm sure there might be. So if you guys know of any other holidays, please feel free to also comment that into the chat. I would love to know what other holidays there might be. But yes, then you can say happy and then whatever the holiday is. So, should I write Merry Christmas to my coworker? If you're unsure, write Happy Holiday. So this again is if you don't know whether they celebrate Christmas or not. So maybe if you're closer to your coworker and you are on very friendly, close terms, and you do know that they celebrate Christmas, then feel free to write Merry Christmas or wishing you a Merry, wonderful Christmas, something like that. But if you are unsure, better be safe and just write Happy Holidays, so you don't need to specify. So maybe you don't want to offend them by specifying Christmas if you're not sure whether they celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or something else. then just stick with happy holidays. But yes, can we say happy Christmas? Usually people don't say that, but I mean, if it's something like an inside joke with your friend, or you could say something like wishing you a happy Christmas, that's fine in a card if you would like to, but it's more commonly used. Merry Christmas is the one that most people would use, but if maybe you're writing to a friend, wishing you a wonderful, lovely, and happy Christmas, you could say something like that. But more commonly, it's Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I don't know if necessarily people would say Merry Hanukkah or Merry Kwanzaa, but usually what I hear is Happy Hanukkah and Happy Kwanzaa, I'm sure. But yes. So these are all the types of messages and greetings that you can use for the holiday season, for Christmas. And just to reiterate from earlier, if you missed it, if you go to the description, there will be a link that you can click, and this will lead you to your free core words ebook. And this will have 2,000 core English words, very helpful for you to improve your vocabulary, become more fluent, sound more like a native. And it is completely free, so all you have to do is click that link in the description and it will lead you to your free ebook. All for you for Christmas. This is our gift to you, and feel free to check that out and download the ebook. Okay, so just a quick summary of today's live stream. You use openers with commas, so dear Anna, comma, hello Anna, comma, or maybe a standalone greeting, something like Merry Christmas, exclamation mark, or Happy Holidays. Then it's also important to choose your tenses carefully for your update. So past simple for finished completed actions. For example, you moved last year, so we moved last year. Present perfect for recent changes, something like we have recently moved, or we have recently bought a new house, something like that. Then right wishes with the right form, and then you want to match your closings and the way that you sign off to your relationship with whoever you are writing to, and then follow with a comma and your name. So maybe something more formal, sincerely, comma. Or maybe if you wanted to write to a loved one with love, comma, and then your name. So these are all the things that we went over today in terms of writing Christmas and holiday greetings. So I hope you guys learned some things about Christmas greetings and messages and well wishes. And that is it for today's live stream, and just a little homework for anyone who wants to practice and improve and get better. So write a short letter to someone following the rules from today's lesson. So even a short greeting card or maybe a short text, email, feel free to write that to someone today. So for Christmas, or if it's Christmas Eve, then you can write it and then give it out tomorrow, or email it tomorrow. So that is it for today's live stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I hope you all have a lovely Christmas if you celebrate it, or a wonderful holiday. Or if it's Christmas Eve, happy, Merry Christmas Eve, and enjoy your holidays. And next time will be how to make New Year's resolutions in English, which is very important for the new year. So please join next time, and this will be the topic. So thank you guys for joining today, and I will see you all another time.